Okay, so now, another thing to think about is when you're effective at throwing feints, it allows you to throw the real attack on the half beat, because feints save energy and they don't open you up, they don't leave you open. Because if I just punch, he always notices a punch coming. If he moves his head to the side, then I've got to recover this arm, and there's a chance of him landing a hook and things like that. So if I want to find out if he throws the hook, or throw my hook on the half beat, I'll feint it and boom, and I'll throw mine. Or, now this brings us to the next stage of it, which is to draw out his attack. I'm now feinting with the punch. I'm not just doing the shoulder feint like this. This is the first one we did, is just like this, and get him to react. It's the jump scare version, right? But then I first sting him with the cross, or he blocks or whatever. Then he's like, okay, he's thinking next time he throws that cross, I'm going to throw a counter punch. And he's thinking he might slip to the outside and throw a hook. So I do this, boom, boom, and then I throw it. So you see, I make it believable, and I draw it back, and I throw the cross. Same side. In other words, the same side follow-up. Same angle even, it could be. But it could be like this. Instead of him thinking counterattack, it's him thinking of covering. And the first time I throw it, he covers. Boom. And then I make like I'm throwing it again, and then I go to the body and the head, because I see that arm come up to block, and that leaves this open, the ribs open. So that's misdirection in this case, getting his guard to go one place and noticing what he leaves open. That's all same side, but the opposite side also, like I said, allows you to feint with this arm and throw this. Or, a very common one from the outside in is to feint with the jab, and then look where he goes, feint and throw the cross. So the feint with the jab means I can throw the cross sooner, but I'm more accurate. Because if I just threw the 1-2 together and he moves, that's just a waste of energy, left myself open. But if I jab, he moves, and then I follow him where he goes, that's like saving your queen in chess for the late game, which is what you should do. You don't just pull her out just because she can destroy the lower pieces. You save her for when she's, tactically useful against power pieces in late game. And that's how you use your cross too. You don't just bring it out and throw it willy-nilly. You bring it out when there's a good reason to, when there's a setup that you can get through and get to a good target. Because the price of missing can be great. He might be in a position to counter you, and the missed cross is one of the best times to counter somebody. So you got to be careful about throwing that. Sun Tzu in The Art of War says, pay your spies well. So your feint is like a spy. It tells you what the enemy's doing, and then you can commit your troops to battle without losing them. Okay, so now let's try that. We try same side and then follow up to another target, or we try feint and then half beat on the other hand, because this saved time. I was able to follow up with this. And then the same thing can be true here. This is something my original teacher, John Stevens, used to do to me in sparring. He'd get inside on me, and you go like this, and I'd cover it, and then you go boom, you throw the same hand in a different place. And I swear, he always knocked the wind out of me, he'd always get me. And so it was a way of hitting around my guard and catching me. Because then once you breathe out, then you start breathing in, and then when he catches you breathing in, and they're like, I can't show him, he knocked the wind out of me because he's going to do it again. And so it's a really useful tactic to get through and to land that hook as well. It can be done with the jab to set up the cross, the jab to set up the jab, the cross to set up the cross, the hook to set up the hook, or the cross to set up the hook. So you see, they all work, whether same arm follow-up or opposite arm follow-up, usually on the half beat. Okay.